And let's go.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And here's McCollum. The pass to Powell. That one drops for him.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
Doncic finds Richardson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Powell. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
And it's Lillard missing. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Lillard. Inside, Covington. It's blocked. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go with a 3. That shot no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Sweet move, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 points. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Hardaway after Enes Kanter's basket. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. A 3 from McCollum. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good on the shot.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Brunson with it. The feed to Cauley-Stein. And the layup's good off the glass.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closer. The shot's good.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Nice move. Back to Brunson. Out left to the wing. Burke looking over the floor. To the inside. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
They've got Norman Powell, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Trailblazers shooting about 42% so far. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The floater buries it despite the hack. Terrific play. We'll have a chance for one more. That one on Richardson. The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic feeling it out. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Lillard outside. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8 points.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Back to Doncic. Knocks down the 10-footer. and the Mavericks lead by 4.
You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Richardson covering. Outside, Jones. Doncic against Lillard. No good from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Richardson gets a wide open look. Dallas again missing.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back in play.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland, and Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Here's Simons. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 3.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The putback. Up again. Kanter, the pass to Carmelo. And it's McCollum in the corner. Goes up again. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
1:14 left to play in the first half. Now Brunson. Here's Burke. His three-pointers off the mark. Jones dishes to McCollum. Here's Kanter. First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
And, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Here's McCollum. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tries again. He lays it in. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Back to Brunson, looking to end the run. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's when a double team hurts a defense. I mean, when they're guarding a player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
And Kanter throws it down.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Gets it off. No good. Shot missing. C.J. McCollum, he's... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They only had a couple rough stretches and...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Powell finds Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Clock at 6. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Passes it to Lillard. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard against Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6 points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Powell. 6 points for him. Now the dish to Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Now here's McCollum. Missed inside. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's Doncic. Down low, deflects the pass. One-on-one here. Cullen passes to Kanter. Outside, Jones. 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. With his first shot attempt, the Mavericks pull it in. Doncic outside. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Cullen passes to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Doncic outside. There's the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Kanter. And Dallas again with the bucket.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
29 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint, Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Hardaway. Brunson with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range. Brunson's got 8 points.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so they foul intentionally. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jones, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 3. And the basket by Jones.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. It's deflected. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones is running. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Lillard looking around. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
And here is Doncic. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Shoots from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one here. Three-pointer. And another three for Portland.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Kicks it out to McCollum. Cauley Stein with it. Here's Richardson. Feeds it to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Six to shoot. Powell trying to free himself up. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And Covington sends it back. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game. Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
But they'll get another chance. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Yeah, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Puts it up from 15, and it's Lillard missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Lillard looking around. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Rivers. Outside Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Pass to McCollum. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Porter passes to Gordon. There's the double team with Covington. Back to Gordon. Doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Paul Millsap has checked in for Denver. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Millsap left side. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Rivers finds Gordon. Jokic with it. And Jokic throws it down.
Adding new elements to his game. When Gordon is passing it like this, he's hard to guard.
McCollum against Rivers. And the basket by McCollum. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Harrison's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And there's the pass to Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. Now here's Green. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Kanter. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Gordon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Norkic. And McGee kicks to Harrison. 5 to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And it's Lillard missing. Powell with the steal. To the inside, McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead, up by 4. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. McCollum against Morris. The dish to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
McCollum up top, covered by Morris. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from McCollum.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. So Portland ends up going with the new group. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lillard from outside. Harrison with the rebound. Lillard's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Campazzo, he's guarded by Nurkic. And Jokic wide open, he shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Jokic passes to Millsap. Jokic with it. Now Covington defending. Back to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Lillard against Porter. Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Here's Jokic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jokic has got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Lillard. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Porter, here we go. Here's Jokic. No good on the triple. Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Launches a 3. Passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Off with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's the steal. Only one man back on D. And Jokic throws it down.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Harrison. He kicks to Millsap. Inside, here's Jokic. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Feeds to Millsap. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. At the elbow, Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
McCollum outside. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Jermichael Green comes in for Porter. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. Kanter finds McCollum over Rivers. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from McCollum.
on a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Gordon. Count it. Good. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, even when the defense is a little handsy, Gordon is a pro at completing these drives.
McCollum against Rivers.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
To the inside, and the turnover again by Denver. Harrison's checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. Here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stolen. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Gordon against Jones. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
With the putback, and Jones pulls it down, and it's Jones with the ball for Portland, trailing by 5, and the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
The drive by Gordon.
Are you kidding me? Nasty. You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Lillard with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 12 points in the game. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Gordon finds Rivers. Now the pass to Harrison. Back to Rivers. Passes it to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McGee. And he makes that one. McGee's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harrison passes to McGee, stolen by Cantor. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Gordon. To the paint. Green in the post. Here's Harrison. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. None. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Denver leading by 4. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Down low and stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And laid in to finish the break.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Outside Porter. Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Here's Nurkic, and it's all evened up. Nurkic has got his first points of the night.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
A putback, rebounded by Covington. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Jones, the pass to Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Cantor's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Denver shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Porter passes to Jokic. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got it all tied up now for Denver. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Green. To the middle. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
McCollum against Rivers. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. The layup missed. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Dishes at the Millsap. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
And the basket by McCollum.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Out to the right wing. Jokic inside. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win, guys.
Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. A scheme like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Nails the triple.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
On the wing, Gordon, covered by Anthony. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Greetings, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks had...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon, and it's Rivers. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And it's Jokic in the corner. Porzingis with the steal. Kleber kicks to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, and Jokic slams it in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic left side. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Good on the bucket. Doncic has got 7 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Pass to Porter. Now Jokic. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw this game. And the technical free throw is good.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now here's Porter. On the wing, Gordon. Kleber defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Millsap kicks to Gordon. Rivers against Redick. Millsap passes to Gordon.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Denver.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Green, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Mavericks making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. McGee's checked in. Now here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Rivers dishes to McGee. Back to Rivers. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Brunson. The feed to Powell. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Basket counts. Gordon's got 8.
How about the agility, boy? Gordon knifing his way inside, finishes with confidence. That's pretty.
Brunson up top. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Nuggets trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harrison kicks to Gordon. "15 seconds left to play here in the first. McGee the pass to Gordon. Second chance shot. McGee dishes to Gordon. And here's Rivers. Shoots over Perk. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Michael Porter's out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Harrison in at the 2. Campazzo, Richardson covering. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
The Mavericks leading. Burke looking over the floor. And it's sent back by Millsap. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic is checked in. Harrison passes to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Doncic comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Harrison passes to Jokic. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
For the Nuggets, Gordon comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Doncic outside to stop the run, and the layup is good. Doncic has got 9 points.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Over to the wing. Here's Jokic, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Porzingis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, that's the elastic reach of Porzingis. Corrals that one and makes certain it drops home.
Jokic with it. He's got 6. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Doncic. It's a 3-point game.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Outside, Porter. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. Doncic against Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Gordon. 8 points for him. Porter kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Redick finds Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside, Redick. Pass to Powell. Doncic outside. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
And stolen by Redick. Knocks it loose. Denver in the lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's Porter on the assist by Gordon.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
The three for Doncic. From deep three-point range.
Come on.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Now Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. With one on the clock.
I tell you, you've got to love the energy and effort by Powell right now, contesting shooter.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed what a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Gordon. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Gordon. Millsap finds Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
For the finish, and Jokic throws it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 19 points.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
It's tipped. Doncic with the steal, and they're running. And Doncic throws it down.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Porter gets to Millsap. Here's Jokic. Keeps it alive, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Rivers against Richardson. Here's Porter. It's blocked. A second chance effort. Millsap misses. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Doncic. Good work there as it goes. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Well, he has hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Outside Millsap. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Here's Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Green finds Porter. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Doncic missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
To the left wing. Here's Harrison. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nuggets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Brunson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Good on the second free throw. 29 seconds left in the third. Back to Harrison. The pass to McGee. Morris outside. Chanchar, the pass to McGee. Here's Chanchar. 13 feet away. And it's Melly with the rebound. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harrison, Paul Millsap out there with Aaron Gordon, and there's JaVale McGee. Campazzo, Brunson covering, McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Burke. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And he makes the first. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Austin Rivers comes in for Harrison. Second free throw, no good.
And even with 1 miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. To the middle. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Dallas, no good that time either. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Jokic passes to Millsap. Powell with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Burke. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Burke. The shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in for Paul Millsap. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Rivers. Back to Jokic. Lets it go from 11. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And the basket is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Jokic. Misses the 3.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rivers. Kept alive. Pass to Doncic. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. And here are the Mavericks now. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jokic finds Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson outside, and stolen by Gordon. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic is running for 3. Rivers against Richardson. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Gordon. Jokic with it. 5 on the clock. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Doncic. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gordon. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
Doncic outside. It's in!
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Kleber against Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Left side, Gordon. Kleber with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead. Here's Gordon outside Porter. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, what you love about Aaron Gordon, he's got strength, athleticism, and a high motor. This guy can make tough shots.
On the free throw, no good. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Now here's Brunson. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first, and the basket by Lillard. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And that one's good. Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
A putback. He can't get it to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
All alone, and Doncic throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Covington to halt the run, and the layup is up and in.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Doncic against Lillard. And good that time. Doncic has got 14.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lillard misses.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Lillard against Doncic. 1:36 left in the first quarter. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Cullen passes to Nurkic. The shot misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Stolen by McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Lillard missing. Dallas leading by 7. And Doncic throws it down.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Lillard. He has 7.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Shoots from the high post. They get the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And stolen by Richardson. One-on-one fast break. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. 1. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the 1. Now, here's Doncic. 23 points in the game. Back to Powell. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's McCollum. Powell pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And they double up Doncic. With the floater, and he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
McCollum outside. Banked in off the glass.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 27. It's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 6. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic, and it's in there. Doncic has got 31.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Lillard from outside. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Lillard against Doncic. Cauley Stein passes to Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 33 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Here's Lillard. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Lillard finds Nurkic. Powell with it. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Looking to end his cold spell. Hardaway with the steal. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Count it. Anthony's got his second basket.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Brunson from outside off the mark. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 11. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the pass to Finney Smith. No good on the three. Portland's gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lillard against Kleba. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Another shot, and Nurkic lays it in. Nurkic has got it back down to within single digits for Portland.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Here's Brunson, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 37 points, 3 rebounds. And that should do.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Anthony. Pass to Simons. It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's McCollum, and it goes down 2 points.
He's a lethal all-around scorer. You have to love the versatility of McCollum's offensive game.
McCollum against Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Kicks it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. No good that time. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 5. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Anthony.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Doncic looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Enes Kanter. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Doncic. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 41.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lillard.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Powell against Doncic. Top of the key. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that one drops for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Doncic following the score by Damian Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's McCollum. After Luka Doncic's bucket, McCollum missed inside. 1:20 left to play in the third. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Kleber controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
McCollum against Kleber. On the wing, Jones. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Doncic, and he comes up with the deuce.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
McCollum outside, jacks up a three. Jones kicks to McCollum. Nice D from Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And McCollum launches it from deep, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to it. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Dallas leading by 8. On the floor for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the Mavericks call time here. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Dallas leading by 4. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And they double up Doncic. He feeds it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 53.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Doncic against Lillard, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Luka Doncic again. Doncic has got 59 points. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. And the shot goes in.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Doncic outside. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And the dunk by Powell.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Zingas, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Trailblazers on D, trailing by 5.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Doncic left side. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Anthony, the pass to Cannon. Kicks it out to Lillard. Feeds it to Anthony. Porzingis with the block. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. Here's Doncic. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Kicks it out to Lillard to tie it up. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Here's Cancer. It falls!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And here is Doncic. They need this one. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
He can't hit that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And good! There's another.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Three-pointer, Lillard. He's off from 3.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, the talent for Porzingis is off the charts, and the 7'3" Latvian has some incredible post moves, a lethal jumper. Just keep pushing his talent envelope.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight into Portland. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rivers. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Lillard misses. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Gordon's running, and Covington sends it back. The feed to Porter. And it's off the back rim, no good.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Here's McCollum. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. Here's the 3. Jokic on the follow.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Nurkic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
McCollum against Rivers. Outside Gordon. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Lillard over Porter. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Rivers finds Jokic. Back to Rivers. Campazzo defended by Covington. It's good.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
McCollum outside. Ferocious swat. They get it back, and Nurkic gets it to go.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Kicks it to Gordon. Passes to Jokic. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break and the dunk by Powell.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Pass to Rivers. A baseline J, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Rivers. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Count that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. Shot to stop the run. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Powell with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Green. Harrison kicks to Gordon. Over Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Anthony with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Millsap dishes to Gordon. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Millsap attacking, and Millsap slams it in.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Anthony against Green. Anthony, the pass to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game. So he gets them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Rivers kicks to Harrison. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nuggets lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. Then it's Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Both free throws good from McGee. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard right side.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Rivers passes to Harrison. Back to Rivers. And he banks in the layup. Rivers has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Lillard with the bucket.
The jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
Now here's Rivers. T right on him. The pass to McGee. Here's Harrison from past the arc. That shot no good. Jones dishes to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Outside for Millsap. Covington with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Lillard from outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Jones. Pass to Lillard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nuggets has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Pass to Millsap. And here is Green. To the paint. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You're right. That's just nice timing on the pick and roll. McGee right there where he needs to be at just the right moment to finish the playoff.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Outside for Millsap. Here's Harrison. Covered by Lillard. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Harrison, no good. Portland trailing here. And here's the fast break. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Plenty of space. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Covington with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And there it is for him. Covington's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
And stolen by Lillard. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Rivers finds Millsap. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. Campazzo, and McCollum with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. 17-foot shot on the way. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Harrison. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. "19 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Millsap. Back to Porter. 4 on the clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. 3 points. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Powell against Porter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Jokic has got 8.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Covington finds Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Pass to Porter. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. Fires, high post. They get it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that
The Nuggets trail by 11. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. There's the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. He had a nice open look right there. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And McCollum puts up a deep three, tries from 10, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And finished off by Porter.
Woo, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And Jokic slams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
And the basket by McCollum.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Stolen away. Lets the three fly. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Jokic with the steal. And here they come. .40 seconds left in the third. That one falls. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
McCollum outside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jokic against Cantor. Millsap kicks to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Oh, and he got the ball! No, wait, what focus from him right there. Nice play.
Yeah. Resourceful move there.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Porter passes to Harrison. That's tipped, and they get it back. And that one's good. Millsap.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Lillard looking around. Chalk up two there. Lillard's got 16 points here in the second half.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porter against McCullough. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
It's a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to... Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Here's Simons. Covington trying to break free. A nice shot by Simons.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's Simons. The layup off target.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paid off there.
Porter against McCullough. And the layup is good.
Gotta like how calm McCullough is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Back to Gordon. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. 15 points for Aaron Gordon.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And it's Jokic in the corner. A three. Green finds Millsap. And yes, it's good. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
Here's Lillard. And foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jokic.
Good! Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Now Rivers. Green kicks to Morris. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Lillard from outside. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson. Doncic has got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
The pass to Gordon. To the wing right side. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Jokic. That shot misses. Nice D from Porzingis.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And Doncic gets it to go. For Denver, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Doncic. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside Gordon. Ball stolen. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Here's Harrison. The feed now to Millsap. On the wing, Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. There's the 3. Doncic with the steal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense. And when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Harrison kicks to Millsap. Harrison passes to Rivers. Over Cauley-Stein. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. The drive by Doncic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Millsap finds Gordon. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Redick's checked in for Luka Doncic. McGee, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Now Brunson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's Dallas leading by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Harrison out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
McGee on the double team. Powell, the pass to Burke. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Harrison kicks to Rivers. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. Zinkas, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Pass to McGee. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Here's Redick. Drops it in from 11 feet. Redick's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. For Denver, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Campazzo, guarded by Porzingis, off target at the rim.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Gordon comes in for Harrison. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Porzingis against Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Passes it to Jokic. Campazzo. Brunson covering. It's rebounded by Brunson. Dallas leading by 14. Richardson finds Doncic. Makes it off the glass. And that's 18 points for Luka Doncic.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Jokic high post from about 16. Doncic with the steal. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. Free throw, good. Jokic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. And the pass to Porzingis. From outside the arc. And Luka Doncic again from deep. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Porter dishes to Green. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Brunson. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. That one goes in. Gordon's got 6.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. Doncic, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Richardson.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
It's been all about Luka Doncic.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 25 points. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. An absolute bomb from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 17. Rivers passes to Porter. Back to Rivers. He kicks to Porter. Down low, here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Doncic outside. That one, no good. And Denver has possession. Rivers with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Pass to Jokic over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. Jokic passes to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic trying to free himself up, and the basket by Gordon.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Doncic against Porter. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him, and that one is good. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Rivers in the corner. Back to Gordon. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets, and the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. Here's Porter. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And it's JaMychal Green in for Michael Porter. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:58 left to play in the third. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks.
The Nuggets trail by 17. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. And that one, good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Brunson against Millsap. Hardaway. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Brunson against Millsap. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Dallas, no good that time either.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Green kicks to Harrison. To the inside. The second effort. In deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Back to Brunson. From the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee bounce pass. And stolen by Cauley Stein. To the paint with 2 seconds left. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And so it's Dallas. 13th. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Aaron Gordon out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Back to Harrison. takes that one up and powers it through.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for Jermichael Green, and Porter subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And then for Dallas, Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick, and Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Jokic high post. He's against Porzingis. Inside. Back to Jokic. Clock at 4. Denver needs to get off his shot. Millsap, the putback. Jokic on the follow.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Harrison passes to Gordon. Porzingis against Jokic. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis finds Kleba. Doncic outside. Trains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 31. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing. And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. They trail by 14. Passes it to Porter. To the middle, picked off in midair. Doncic outside. All sorts of time. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
A good look from Doncic. Hits the jumper in space. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Gordon with no one around. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 14. From deep. Doncic, no good. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Left side, Gordon. And stolen by Richardson.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Doncic outside. Over Harrison. Dallas again missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers kicks to Porter. All alone. Jokic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass.
And Doncic gets it to go.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.